So being that I've been coming across this now several times on the trot, I just want to point out the Tryon thing here, which, when you think about it, in Ireland you have the what do you call that thing? Clear blood. You know I gotta look this up. Clover leaf, of course, and then you had the Triskele. You know, when they made jewelry in that shape, and it pertains to basically your triune soul or triune aspect of creation. So you have the information field here, the energy field, and the material field, which is analogous to the soul. What we call it the Heilige Geist, the Holy Ghost, and obviously the body. And something really big clicked for me while he's sort of explaining manifestation, which is of course a change of vibratory level. I would assume, and this is just me where I'm at the moment, that you're basically vibrating things into existence, right? So if the matter that you're working with has different laws, you can imagine that there could be a process, say, by which somebody forms a particular word or sound and manifest a being into existence if the substance is malleable via sound, for instance, yeah? Let's just be imaginative here for a minute, right? And you are, so he goes back to the sort of 0 point. He goes through another step of threes and then arrives back at this nothingness, out of which then the duality, the yin and yang, forms itself. And we are literally a part of that initial force that was whole, and we are reflecting all of its parts in ourself, in this fractality, which means we are part of the Creator. And he says, so our original being sits on this second level of creation. There's a third level into which some spirits have inserted themselves, and then there's the fifth level, because he goes down the Fibonacci sequence, and that's where we're residing and coming into creation. I don't quite know how he put it, but it diddles with our memory banks, of course, and they then implant into us that we have been created, when in fact we create ourselves, because we are creators. We are little parts of the whole, and we are, just as we're not created beings, is what he very emphatically tries to explain by using this model. And then think about how our ancestors were obsessed with this triune symbolism, representing exactly that. So these entities that have inserted themselves basically tell us the fib that we are created beings and the gods live forever, and we only have this finite existence, when in fact it's the other way around. And haven't they reversed everything else as well? Isn't everything here upside down, completely contrary to what we're being told in upside down world? Think about that. You are a part of God, or whatever you want to call it, source. You're a part of it, and you contain the entirety of it as a potential inside of you. And when you pass over and you come towards that light that you see, that's you. You're coming back to yourself. And the light you see is your higher self, is that fractal. And I've seen it inside of myself. Flashes of light, and then that big, bright light. And I've seen it several times with my eyes closed in meditation, emanating from myself. So that's the white light. It's you. So he says why the great big oil creates all of these forms, which it does clearly because it separated, it sort of, split itself in order to know itself. And while you think it created you, it actually gave you the ability to create yourself. So you're having that sense of duality there as well, the great big creator who creates everything, and you who hold a copy of all that everything, because you are a part of everything and all at the same time, as being a singular, individuated part of it, reflecting back at itself.